Loud. All right, welcome everybody to the Heat DreamTribe Friday morning call. We are at the end of May. I have no idea of the day, but I'm not sure that that's all that important, because what is important is two things. Number one, we have Miss Ashley Hudson on our call today. And first of all, everybody at this last conference, I can't tell you, Ashley, when we connected with our team members, finding out their biggest takeaway, the majority, it was Ashley Hudson. It was the heart that she brought. It was the energy that she brought. And I really want to honor that you're a busy mom. You're a productive mom, a productive national marketing director. And I really honor your time. And I honor your boundary setting. So thank you for sharing this time with us. The last thing I want to celebrate is I love that right now, Michael and I are on a 12-day road trip. For those of you that don't know, we went up to Portland to a wedding, and then we drove out to Denver, where we are now, for my nephew's graduation and family reunion. And I love that this mission gives us the possibility to gift people with health, gift people with hope, and gift people with time and geographic freedom if that's something that they're looking for. And yes, I intend to build this even more and even more grand. But for now, I'm really grateful that right now we're able to be on the road and still be able to impact lives and live the life. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Miss Ashley Hudson. Ashley, I know that you are a mom of heart, a mom of passion, and you strike me as a woman of great sincerity, and that your connection with God is a really important piece of your life. And I just honor all the ways in which our lives have intertwined over the years, and to watch you rise and be the example for many women. So I'll hand it over. I don't know if you have preset. I'm just in total trust that it's going to be exactly what it needs to be. It can be interactive as much as you would like, and I'm going to mute myself and I'll spotlight you, and you just take it, lady.
It sounds like a plan. I'll be honest with you. I was praying, because I always pray before I get on these calls, because that matters to me. Because I always just I trust that God's going to give me the right words, and just so I can touch somebody. Because there's so much responsibility when you're talking to a group of people, where you can say one thing that's going to totally discourage one person and encourage the next. But talking about intertwining, I have to share something with you all. One of the reasons that I love this mission so much is the people. Because Michael and Mariah, which they probably don't even know this, but in Indy, I was actually 3 months pregnant with my Luke, and my husband and I were in the elevator, and Michael came. We were going to the Saturday night party. He had a wig on, and I told him I was pregnant, and he was like, so you know the importance of the Shred 10 program while you're pregnant, right? He was just pouring into me and my husband, and I'm like, this guy that I don't even know is blessing our socks off, Scott. And then he's like, yeah, my wife's at home. She's pregnant too. And I was like, that is so interesting. Well, then the following conference, I have Luke with me. I've had the baby. He's 3 weeks old. You guys, I'm a disaster. I'm a milky nightmare. The traveling experience was horrific. I hadn't slept in 48 hours. And I pull up with my Lukey, and Mariah is standing right there. And I'm getting ready to get on the elevator again. And she could see it in my face that I was just one exhausted, mama. And she just gave me this energy. As you all know, she is incredible. She has this calmness about her that I so love, admire, and respect. And it was exactly what I needed at that time. And they didn't even know that we have this elevator relationship, but we do. So I thank you so much for that. All right. So first and foremost, I really just want to share my story, because I think that our stories are so powerful, and we all have a voice. Nobody can dismiss your story. Everybody's fighting a battle that you know absolutely nothing about. And your story, just like my story, could be the key to unlock someone else's prison. So I just feel like we're doing such a disservice to the world if we're not going out there, being brave. I mean, the most courageous thing you can ever do is own your story. And mine comes from a place of brokenness. So, but I love to share that part, because if I did not have my struggles, I wouldn't have stumbled upon my strengths. So I'm so thankful for them. It's going to be 5 years that I've been with the company in July. And at this time, 5 years ago, you would have looked at me and thought that I was the picture of perfect health. I was an avid CrossFitter. I was very much physically fit. I mean, I had it all together. But you guys, nutritionally, I was starving. I was depleted. I was naive. Truth is, at the age of 14, I actually developed an eating disorder, and I struggled with that for over 20 years. And that's a long time to not be loving and respecting your body. I honestly thought that I had done irreversible damage, but I will tell you, I never once claimed that over my life. I did what any faithful woman would do, and I prayed. And I met this sweet woman in my Bible study, and she introduced Juice Plus to me, and I got it right away. I mean, I was fascinated that they were able to put all of these fruits and vegetables in a capsule. I had done it wrong my entire life. Food was my enemy. So if you know anybody who is struggling with ED, please let me be a resource for them, because that is my global mission. It's so sincere to my heart. I said yes to this nutrition because I had done it wrong. I could not wait to get this in my body. And when you do have an eating disorder, food is your enemy, you guys. So fruits and vegetables and berries in a capsule and a meal that I could drink was an absolute godsend. And I said yes to this mission because I honestly knew that there was purpose for my pain. And I had prayed for years, and I'm telling you years, for God to turn my misery into a ministry, and Juice Plus was the answer. So it made absolute sense to me. I said yes, product and mission right away. So the following month, I stumbled upon Wendy Campbell, all right? It was a Monday night call, and she talked about the relationship between nutrition and disease, and it wrecked my world in the best way possible. So much so, the following day, I walked into my corporate job and I quit. I was 2 months into my Juice Plus journey. I was a virtual franchisee. My last paycheck was $200. I didn't even know how I got paid, but I was ignorance on fire. I had a conviction so strong in my heart that I could not ignore it. I actually thought, and I cry to this day because it's just so personal to me, but I thought I was having a breakdown. But looking back, hindsight, I realized that it was actually a breakthrough. And here's the kicker, all right? The same day that I quit my job, I went to a Catherine Lee event, and it was 5 minutes from my work. That was not a coincidence. That was totally a God thing. So I go to this event. I'm sitting in the front row, and she's talking about designing your life and leaving a legacy. And I just bawled like a baby because it was as if God was speaking to me. And in that moment, I received this undeniable confirmation that was just inexplainable, that I was made to do big things. I've always wanted to be a part of something bigger than myself. I've always had a servant's heart to help people, and I knew that this was the way to do it. So again, I was at a crossroads in my life. I was in the thick of an eating disorder. Most people don't know that. Like, I've shared it several times now, but I'm digging into my story a little deeper too, because I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not living in shame anymore. But I was still struggling with ED when I was introduced to Juice Plus. So at this time, I prayed, because that's what a prayerful woman does. That's all I know to do. And I just remember hearing God say to me, Ashley, what the enemy used to harm you, I will use to prosper you. And it was Genesis 50:20. And I never, ever, ever since then have I looked back. I didn't go back to my old job. I said, all right, God, this is it. I'm going after this. I am the hands and feet. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get your people well. And that is exactly how I felt. So the following month, I went to my very first conference, and I witnessed ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And I thought to myself, by golly, if they can do it, then I can do it too. So I came home from that conference. I put on my big girl JP panties, you guys, and I started sharing Juice Plus as if people's lives depended on it, because I truly, truly, truly believe that it does. This product could essentially add years to someone's life, but this business opportunity could add life to their years. So for me to keep this to myself would be insanely selfish. So I did. Before I knew it, I had grown a huge customer count. I had the most amazing people joining me on this mission. And it was honestly because of my passion for this product and my excitement for life. It was contagious. Crazy thing is, I never asked anybody to join me. They wanted to. So wherever you are on your journey, be excited about where you are. Enthusiasm is infectious. I had so many people say yes to me because I was just excited. They were, Ashley, I don't know what you are a part of, but you have what I don't have, and I want it, and I want it now. And then I just locked arms with these people, and I brought them into this loving community. And I think that's what we get to do. We get to just love the crap out of people. And one of the biggest blessings for me is watching women just rise up and become this powerful human being that I believe that God created them to be. And it is the most beautiful sight. And that's one of the favorite things that I get to do. So I had no expectations of what this nutrition was going to do in my body. 4 years ago, I was sick, you guys. I was sick all the time. I had horrible seasonal allergies. I didn't have a cycle for 3 years. I was told I couldn't have kids. 20 years of not feeding my body. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. It was self-inflicted. I felt less of a woman. I was naive to nutrition. I thought GMO was an automobile maker 5 years ago. I mean, is that not hysterical or what? I'm a riot. I have no clue. So I didn't know what Juice Plus was going to do for me. But in 2 months on the Trio capsules and complete shakes, guess what? I started that cycle that I didn't have for 3 years. 5 years in July, I've been eating Juice Plus. I've been sick 1 time. I no longer have seasonal allergies. I have 2 beautiful, healthy Juice Plus babies that I was told I couldn't have. And when I look at my kids, I'm reminded of why I do this business. They will never be my excuse as to why I can't. And for me, the most profound gift that I will ever give my kids, or anyone, honestly, for that matter, aside from my faith, is healthier DNA. And I think what I love most about this business is that I have never once had to compromise my beliefs or my values. I wrote a quote one time that said, "Your children are not a distraction from your work. They are your most important work." And I want to just paint a picture for you, because for you moms that are in the thick of mamahood, like, I get it. I totally get it. It's hard sometimes, but I was able to build my business, my journey to NMD, with a baby on my hip and one on my breast. And that is what we get to do in this business. I remember there were days where I was cooking dinner, I was listening to an Audible, I was holding one baby, and I thought I was a multi-master. And I was. I mean, I was killing it. I felt like a rock star. But then the next day, I'm on connection calls, I have both babies in my arms, and we're all 3 crying. I mean, that is just the ups and downs of this business, and you just got to run with it. It's just the ebb and flow. You just got to go. You got to go through it to get through it, right? So I remember I just felt like a multi-master. I mean, a disaster, but things were hard. I mean, it's hard. But what I love about this is that we get to choose our heart. Like, we really get to choose our heart. So for me, waking up to an alarm clock, going to a job that I hate, taking my kids to a sitter, I don't know what that life is like, but I can imagine that would be really hard. The thought of it just makes my stomach cringe. I never want to have to do that. I hire help because I can, and that there's something beautiful about that too. Hard is living paycheck to paycheck, or being broke, or not being able to give the way your heart or my heart generously desires. That's hard. Struggling with addiction, struggling with the eating disorder for 20 plus years, that is freaking hard. Death is hard. Cancer is hard. Divorce is hard. Parenting, that's hard. Sharing this gift of nutrition in this amazing community of people, the most beautiful people that I've ever met in my life, you guys, it's not hard. It is easy. And not only is it easy, it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. That is how I changed everything in this business. When I realized that the hard things weren't really the hard things, they were the right things to do, it became simple. And I'm here to tell you that doing what's right is never wrong. So go out there and shout this from the rooftops. I mean, it's fruits and vegetables and berries in a capsule. Everybody needs it. It's not going out of style. It is not trendy. The research is irrefutable. It is incredible. But I want to share with you what this has done for my life. In 2017, my husband and I was pregnant with my second child, and we were busting out the walls of my house. I bought this house when I was single. It was 1,000 square foot. It was not in a motivating area. I didn't want to take my kids outside because it wasn't safe. And we set a huge goal to become completely debt free. Well, here's the truth. My husband is a beautiful provider. He's a beautiful man. But there's a cap to what he can make, and he can only work 60 hours a week. Just the thought of that, just saying that out loud is insanity. I don't know anybody that wants to work 60 hours a week, but he does it for our family. But I had a bigger shovel. And in order for us to bring in more income, we get to make a bigger impact in people's lives. So what did I have to do? I had to help more people, help more people, help more people. And I had a heck of a lot of fun doing it. In 2017, my husband and I, we paid off over $50,000 of debt in less than a year with my Juice Plus paycheck. And I am so insanely proud of that because, as we all know, our paychecks are a direct reflection of the lives that we change. In October of 2018, we moved into our brand new home. I mean, you guys, this has completely changed our life. Our goals now, like, I want to retire my husband. He works so hard, and we have no time together. And that is not the life that I desire for my family. And I know that I can change that. We actually had a conversation last night about it. I'm like, babe, what's it going to take? Give me a number that's going to bring you home 2 more days a week. Because this is just hard. We're in a season. He works nights. If it wasn't for this business, I would never see my husband. I'm so thankful. I am so thankful for that. So wherever you are, what you need to know, you have got to dig into why you are doing this. What do you want? What are you not going to do? And what are you going to do to get there? I remember 5 years ago, someone asked me, Ashley, what do you want? And I didn't have an answer. And I was like, oh gosh, that's really sad. But guess no one's ever asked me that before. So I encourage you to dig deep, deep, deep into your why. And it's either going to make you cry or it's going to piss you off. That is the truth. What makes me mad is knowing that children are getting cancer. There's hospitals for children with cancer. I am not okay with that. 1 out of 2 men, 1 out of 3 women, that's a problem. That is a problem. I don't like the fact that people are struggling with their finances. And guess what? Everybody, we live in a fallen world where people are broke and broken, and we have the solution to both. And we have to go out there and act like we do, you guys. We have to be so bold and confident in our endeavors with Juice Plus that people start to question themselves instead of questioning us. So what does that mean? You have to be consistent. You have to be diligent. Whatever that is with you, if it's posting on social media, people don't want shady, you guys. The longer something sits, the heavier it gets. So we've got to be consistent in everything that we do. It is king. It's with our nutrition. It's with our spiritual walk. We don't want to be complacent. So go out there. 4 steps. I'm going to get into this now. So what I love about this business is that it is so simple. If it was difficult or complex, I would not do it because I am a simple person. So I shared this at conference. It's a 4-step process, and it's an acronym. So just write this out. Number 1 is S. We share our stories. If your mouth is closed, then your business is closed, you guys. I mean, that is the bottom line. And the day you plant the seed is not the same day you eat the fruit. All right, so write that down too, because I have that with my team. That you guys, it takes 7 to 10 exposures for someone to even listen to what we have to say most of the time. And you can't say the right thing to the wrong person. So just say it anyways. I reached out to 20 people a day when I quit my job. And all I said was, did you know that you could get fruits and vegetables and berries in a capsule? That's it. They said, no. I said, you can. They said, how? I said, I'll show you. I sent a video and then I followed up. You know, it really was that simple. But also, I did vomit all over people. I probably said the wrong thing 1,000 times. But you cannot love somebody the wrong way. And everything we do in this business is an act of love, period. Reaching out to somebody, sharing your story, that's loving somebody well. Customer care is loving somebody well. Following up is professional, and it's the right thing to do, you guys. So go out there and share your story unapologetically. It's yours. Own it. Embrace it. Snuggle with it. Fall in love with it because it's yours. And share it. Share it. And be a good listener. I've had to learn to be a good listener. I like to talk a lot. So I'm learning to. I'm still growing. There's things I need to work on. But sharing your story is everything. And just keep it simple. I mean, just keep it simple. People can feel your intentions. And sometimes if there's these people that you are scared to reach out to, just reach out to them and say exactly that. I mean, people honor honesty. I reach out to people and people say, Ashley, like, what do I say to this person? The best verbiage is yours. Know that. Like, you have it. It's in your heart. Sometimes you just have to dig a little bit. If there's somebody that you love, respect, and admire, and reaching out to them like kind of freaks you out because, I don't know, they're intimidating, that is exactly what I would say to that person. You know, I don't know. It's taken me 3 days to reach out to you because I'm ridiculous and I am silly. But the bottom line is I'm nervous because you're amazing and I think the world of you. And I know you know what I do, and shame on me for not sharing sooner, but I cannot any longer keep this to myself. I mean, that's being honest with somebody, and that's what I get to do every single day, you guys. It's just loving people well. All right, so share your story. Number 2 is, you know, 3-way connection calls. I will be honest with you. I didn't do these for the first 2 years of my business. It's embarrassing to say it out loud. I'm ashamed to even say it, but it's the truth. I had this weird feeling that I had to do it all. And, you know, we say you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And we actually mean it. That is the truth. Your upline sponsor, they're your NMD. I mean, they get paid to talk to your people. It's a beautiful conversation to be had. Be a connector. That's what we get to do in this business. What I say is something like, Shannon, you're an amazing person. You are so awesome. My friend Stephanie, she has an incredible story. It will so relate to you. You're both are moms on a mission. You both love health and nutrition. And I'm a connector. And I know when I connect awesome people, magic happens. You'll probably be lifelong friends because that's just what happens in this mission. And it's the truth. I get them on the phone. It's a beautiful conversation to be had. She gets to speak the truth in love. She'll ask questions that I don't ask because I'm close to this person. You will learn more about somebody in a 30-minute conversation with a stranger than they will ever share with you in the years that you know them, you guys. I'm not even kidding. It happens every time with me. And I get off the phone, I'm like, why did I not know this about that person? It's ridiculous. And, you know, just to keep it real, word on the street is that, you know, they make you a millionaire. Everybody that's a millionaire in the Juice Plus company, they did it by 3-way connection calls. It's a beautiful tool to be utilized. If you're not utilizing it, you're missing a huge opportunity. I will be honest with you, they freak me out. Like I love doing them but I put a lot of pressure on myself. But it's really just about listening to the person. It's about asking really great questions and finding a need and offering a solution. So whether it's nutrition or this business opportunity, or even, you guys, it's just a free recipe cookbook. It's not always about a sale. It's about adding value to people's life. When I post on social media about me working out or, you know, my shakes and people comment on it, I reach out to them and say, girlfriend, thank you so much for liking my posts. Like, I'm back into CrossFit right now. It is so hard as a mom to find that time to just invest in myself. And you don't know how much I appreciate you just encouraging me to do that. And then I ask them, like, what are you doing for your fitness? What are you doing for yourself? And I always get, Ashley, I don't have time and I don't have the money. Well, guess what, girl? I got you. I'm going to send you this website, healthylivingrevolution.com. There's free workouts you can do. There's free recipe cookbooks. What I just did, I just added value to her life. I didn't try to sell her Juice Plus. You know, that's going to come when she gets on that website and starts, you know, clicking all the tabs, one simple change, shred 10. She's going to be like, Ashley, what is this stuff? I mean, just add value to people's life. So share your story, 3-way connection calls, and events. You guys, the bigger the event, the bigger the belief. They are the building block of your business. We should always be hosting events, inviting to events, and going to events. I am a hype girl when it comes to events, but I also want to share this with you. They don't have to be extravagant. I love smoothie, prep workshops. Salad jars are awesome. I don't do them because they're too much work for me. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. Let me tell you what I did. Okay, when I first started this, I had an event every single Sunday. And if you're waiting for your house to be Pinterest perfect, then stop doing that too, because that's never going to happen. It's being real. I had my first 4 events in my 1,000 square foot home, and people sat Indian style in the room for it. And that is real, you guys. What did I do? It was after church, it was after lunch, and before dinner. So I didn't have to provide a spread. I couldn't afford to even buy a veggie tray to provide food for my friends. So they came. My sponsor shared her story. I shared my excitement for Juice Plus. We watched the Bridging the Gap video, and we drank shakes. That was it. Bada boom, bada bang. I reached my 2,000 plus in a month. I don't even know how I did it, but it was those first 4 events where I didn't care what my house looked like. All I cared about was sharing this incredible gift with the people that I love the most. And I made a list of my friends, my family, my gym friends, so you can categorize it. You have to have a list of people that you're going to be inviting to things. So events are everything. And what I've learned with my upline, they've always said, Ashley, you go to every single boot camp and in between conference. So conference twice a year, non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. Everybody has an aha moment at conference. I mean, and it's not something that your sponsor will ever say to you. It is something that somebody else on that stage is going to say to that person that's going to hit them in a way that you never could. So our job is to be their dream keeper. We have got to get our teams to conference. That's where the magic happens. And there's been seasons in my life where I've gone to an event every single month, out of town, take my kids with me. I went to a conference with a 3-week-old, you guys. That was hard. I was there physically, but I was pumping every 2 hours. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done. But 3 months later, our team hit national marketing director. And I went to that conference because I am crazy committed to my team. And I don't think they would have gone if they didn't know I was going. Your team will do what you do. Events are everything. And when I sign on new reps, we do 3 events in the first month. Non-negotiable. It's 3 events. That's how they can best utilize me. That's how I can best serve the people they care and love about, because they're scared. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. Great. I do. Let me do it for you. Schedule 3 events right on the calendar. First call, when you get them on the call with your NMD, have your calendar out and get those events on the books. Help them reach their 2,000 plus in 30 days. We don't need 60 days. That's gracious and generous, but we don't need 60 days, you guys. It's all about how many people we're talking to. How do we do that? Events. And then is everything. It's personal development. I think we hear this all the time, but in order for your business to grow, we have to grow. We have to grow. So we have anyone can start this. I have a leaders or readers book club. We do every Wednesday morning at 6:30 a.m. And we read. Right now we're reading Eat That Frog. And it's so much fun. It's amazing. It's not for just the leaders. It's for dealers. It's for virtual franchisees. It's for everybody. And we get together on Wednesday morning at 6:30. It's a safe place for everyone to come. And we just walk through we grow together. And that is the most beautiful thing about this journey, is the fact that we get to grow. And I will tell you this, because I do believe that this business is 90% mindset, 10% skill. Bottom line is, if we all have access to the same resources. You can all go to themissiondriven.info, find everything you need to know how to build your Juice Plus business. But if you are not right in your head and in your heart, fear is going to stop you. It is going to paralyze you, and you will not do nothing. So we have got to grow. We have got to get over ourselves. And we are too smart to be the only one standing in our way, period. So there's 5 principles. I don't even know what time it is. Am I over? Let me double check. Oh, I'm so over.
You're perfect.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Well, if y'all have got to leave, I really think that these are important, but number 1 is your morning mindset. What are you doing every morning when you wake up? It's the most important 30 minutes to an hour of your day. And what I do is I have a gratitude journal. It's right here. This was literally $5 on Amazon. and I fill out my gratitude journal because I know that fear and doubt cannot live anywhere if I'm exercising gratitude. And it's something as simple as hot coffee in the morning. You know, my Juice Plus shakes, they just make my morning so much easier. 8 hours of sleep. I mean, that's something to be grateful for. And then I'm grateful for the people in my life. So I can share everything, but a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles, okay? And then I have my quiet time. For me, that's the word, that's my devotionals. That might be meditation for you. I don't know what it is, but it's got to be something. And then your personal development. And I also have a group with 4 of my leaders on my team, and we have an I am statement Voxer chat where we recite all of our I am statements every single day. There is something beautiful that happens when you just continue to speak life over yourself. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I thought they were totally frou-frou. And then I saw that that's what successful people were doing, and it was working. And I was like, Ashley, you're not going to be ignorant. You're going to follow success because they leave clues. So I got on it, y'all. I jumped on it like a hot train. My I am statements are, I'm a national marketing director, 24 Club by the end of June. I'm a fearless, confident, servant-hearted leader. I'm a mom on a mission to inspire healthy living around the world. I'm a master of connection calls. I'm a business builder. I am powerful. I'm relentless. I'm a child of God. I'm a woman of faith. I am wise beyond my years. I'm a miracle worker. I'm a devil slayer. I mean, it goes on and on. For a minute, I am speaking life over myself. I'm telling you, and it changes everything, you guys, okay? So what is your morning mindset? I encourage you to wake up at least 30 minutes to an hour before the kids get up. I mean, because they will wreck everything. You need to set the thermostat for your day. And how do you do that? By protecting your morning time. Second is showing up. You know, showing up to your team calls, showing up to events. And you don't have to be perfect. Oh my gosh, like I am the most imperfect person. But what I love about this business is that it is perfect for people who are not. You don't need a degree to love others recklessly, you guys. And you don't need a cape to be a hero. You just have to care. That's it. 80% of success is just showing up. And the difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful person is that the successful person shows up when they don't want to or they don't feel like it. Because guess what? You're not going to feel like it all the time. But that is discipline. That's discipline. Another one is being positive. Like attracts like. If you are a negative Nelly, I can't do that. I like have negative radar up. And when I see it, I detect it and I go the other way. So like attracts like, you guys. We have to become the person that we want to attract into this business. And for me, it's really being positive when people ask me 3 things about this business. Number 1, they say, Ashley, how much is Juice Plus? I say, girlfriend, that's the best part. That is the best part. You can flood your body with 30 fruits and vegetables, drink our complete shakes, which is the added 15 plants, and take our omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 for less than a gourmet coffee. I don't know how they do it. Oh, and by the way, your child can get it for free. I mean, I don't know. And everyone's like, are you kidding me? That's it? I mean, we get to set the bar. We set the pace of how people can react to us. Your energy is contagious, you guys. Make sure it's worth catching. Number 2, when someone says, Ashley, what do? I partnered with a company for $50 who found a way to encapsulate fruits, vegetables, and berries without losing any of the nutrition. But get this. This is the best part. I get to partner with people all over the world and help them create a life that they love and that they desire with this whole food nutrition. Boom. And so you have to know what you're going to say to people when they ask these questions. When someone asks me about the soy and the complete, I say, of course there's soy in the complete. That's why I chose these shakes for my family, because in the research I've done, it actually helps to decrease cancer in men and in women. And I am all about that life. I can send you information on that if you'd like it. So we have the amazing responsibility to ensure that everybody we encounter has a positive experience with Juice Plus. We're all ambassadors for each other. I'm working for you and you're working for me. We've got to keep that in mind. And then comparing yourself. I am so strong on this because comparison is the thief of joy. When comparison begins, contentment ends. You are beautiful like me, like you. I'm beautiful like me. I will never be Mariah, right? What a beautiful, I will never be Molly. I will never be Denise. I will never be John. but I can be the best Ashley I can be, and I can offer the world my best. And it's hard because we're in this community where we are around the most beautiful, servant-hearted, kind-loving, successful people. And it might be easy to compare yourselves. But you guys, what I encourage you to do is reach out to that person. If you see them doing something well, number one, compliment them. And number two, ask them how they do it. That's how we learn. All right, so do not compare yourself to anybody in this journey. Just own where you are, embrace where you are, but don't stay there. Don't stay there. My only job is to be better than Ashley was yesterday. And I fall short a lot. I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm a positive person. It doesn't mean I don't have negative thoughts. It means that I don't let those thoughts manifest and grow and ruin my day. You have to get control of your thoughts. If you can control your thoughts, you will control your life. And last but not least is just never giving up. I think that in this mission, it is such important work that we do. For me, it's kingdom work. And we're going to be attacked more than the average Joe because we are out there doing honorable and noble work. And I can't tell y'all how many times I've had to walk through flames of hell to get to events or even a conference, like standing on stage and speaking in front of 8,000 people. If you only knew what I went to, like the weeks leading up to that, you would not believe it. I was being attacked like it was nobody's business. But I'm aware of that because you know what? Thieves don't break into empty houses. They don't. You have something valuable, and the enemy does not want you to be successful. And he doesn't have to destroy you. He can just distract you. So you have got to stay in your lane. You have got to be intentional. Obstacles are going to come. Challenges are going to come. You can't go around it. You can't go over it. You've got to go through it. In order to fix it, we have got to face it. And I've had to face some of the hardest demons in my life to get to where I am today. And I'm so thankful that I did, because I wouldn't be the woman I am if it wasn't for this mission, because I wouldn't have had to grow. I wouldn't be the mom that I am because I was what I couldn't be a mom if it wasn't for this nutrition. I mean, the woman I have become, the wife I desire to be, I'm slowly just becoming that woman because I have fought so damn hard to become her. So don't let other people win. Like, you are in this for yourself. Dig deep, figure out what it is that you want, and go after it. Just go after it. That's all I got.
I love you so much.
I'm sorry.
It's amazing how much respect and deep love I have for who you are and how you exist in this world and all the ways in which you personally speak to my heart. So I want to really just thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your wisdom. And thank you for everything that you brought. Thank you for your energy.
You're very welcome. Thank you for asking me to share. You guys, thank you for listening to me. God, I'm a mess. You can be a mess and do this, though. That's the beautiful part about it.
You're perfect.
Thank you.
I want to honor everyone's time. I mean, of course, there's so much that I want to say, but I think just to honor everyone's time, just to leave it with total gratitude. And I'm going to stop the recording and say thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're so welcome. I'm sorry that I went over, you guys.